Coming December 1847. A telling tale of Gothic love, passion, betrayal, necrophilia, and borderline incest. I'm Emily Bronte, here to tell you all about it. Wuthering Heights. The idea behind Wuthering Heights is the tragic and self-consuming nature of passion. So our two main characters are Catherine and her adopted brother Heathcliff, and they are two wild little heathens. But thanks to their neighbours, the Lintons, they transform Cathy into a proper lady and she falls in love with their son, Edgar. Well, at least she thinks she does, because the second she's back around Heathcliff, she's her old savage self again. But being the good Victorian lady the Lintons have trained her to be, she marries Edgar, even though she is actually in love with Heathcliff. You know, she's definitely more of a Gothic character, because she's a shapeshifter of sorts, because she's a completely different person around both men, and she's definitely not the angel in the house, but she's also rather Victorian, because she marries the right man for the wrong reasons. So let's talk to Cathy about why she thinks Edgar is a better choice than the love of her life.
Oh yeah, Edgar's great. He's got money, he's handsome, he lives in a big house, and I'll be a fine lady if I marry him.
Do you love him?
Of course I do. Like I said, he's got money, and he's handsome.
Do you love him?
What?
And how do you feel about Heathcliff?
I love him so much. He's like a part of myself, but he's not sophisticated enough or rich enough. It would degrade me to marry him.
Much to Edgar's disadvantage as her husband.
Why is she always looking at him? I don't even know why. His hair isn't even as good as mine. I don't even know what I did wrong.
So, when Cathy marries Edgar anyway, Heathcliff gets super jealous, so he pieces out of Wuthering Heights and makes a buttload of money in order to show up Edgar and get revenge. And a few years later comes back all fine and fancy, rekindling his and Cathy's tumultuous feelings for each other and making Cathy deeply regret her choice to marry Edgar.
It's not my fault I had to marry Edgar. Edgar's richer than you. Edgar's more handsome than you. Edgar has a big house. You were just some guy living in my basement. What was I supposed to do? Marry you?
But Edgar will never be good enough for her.
What do you want from me?
But what Cathy really wants is for both men to be completely desperate over her, and she will go to any length to achieve this. So, Cathy makes herself deathly ill in order to gain pity from both men. But then she's still upset because neither of them are tortured enough over her.
I just want everyone to love me whenever I'm distressed and just freak out. Heathcliff does. I don't think that's too much to ask.
So then, well, I won't ruin it for you, but after Cathy dies, Heathcliff proves his undying love for Cathy by begging her ghost to haunt him forever, and going and digging up her body, and the rest of the story does continue through an equally horrible second generation of descendants. Ladies and gentlemen, Wuthering Heights, the greatest love story of all time, the perfect story to make you never want to love again. Pick up your copy in Barnes & Noble today, or free in iBooks.